the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. We're going to go to Phoenix. Um, but, coming back next year, we know we have a lot to do. Thank you, buddy.
What do you feel like you said, you've run well at Phoenix before. What makes you so good there?
I have a lot of laps there. I put a lot of effort into it. Obviously I pride myself on, racing for and winning championships and being the steady kind of shoe, I guess. And Phoenix has always rewarded that. So I just have a good understanding for it. I don't know. I don't even know where turn one is at this place. I can't figure it out for the life of me, but I know how to get around Phoenix just fine. So we'll be all right.
I'm still happy to come away with top 3.
So listening to your radio, struggling with that handling the last 100 laps or so, like they just kept telling you kind of adjust your bias, all that stuff. Are you just holding on for dear life at that point, just doing what you can since there's not going to be pit stops because tires don't matter?
Yeah, there's so not very many tools inside that car to play with, right? You do have some brake options, you do have a couple of things to slowly work, but it's like some of those tools will help certain aspects of the corner, but it will also hurt certain aspects of the corner. So maybe you gain a little bit through the center, but now I've lost out on the entry, I've lost out on the exit. It's just so hard to sit in there and just keep messing with stuff and fine tuning. And eventually you can get close, but you're never gonna flip a switch or turn a knob that's like, oh my gosh, I went from a 5th place car now to rocket ship leading the race. It's just for micro fine tuning adjustments. So yeah, I mean, it was tough. You saw me multiple times ship the cushion and miss it. So I'm pushing every lap. I mean, there was not a single lap where I was just content riding around and trying to just manage the race. I mean, I wanted to get every spot that I could tonight. It's just tough. You got a lot of really good, really fast race cars show up with a lot of speed here. So it's easy to be barely faster than the guy in front of you, but to be faster to pass them is really a difficult task, And so at the end of that race, I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect. I think that this is exactly what I wanted, but I had to get a good restart and I had to get a good launch, and I didn't. I spun the tire really bad, and that was kind of game over.
Are you surprised that overtime restart was as clean as it was?
Yes and no. There's been so many conversations about how that first race here went that NASCAR pretty much instilled it and beat it into our head that if we see something like that or even something of that magnitude, right, that basically, they didn't come out and say this, but basically you may not be going to Phoenix, right, even if you do win the race. So it was pretty severe. Now, you put them in that situation going forward. If you do something like that, it's hard to know what the line is. It's hard to know, moving somebody, you're not going to get called out for, right? You're going to be just fine. I think when you see somebody never lift and drive in like we saw in the spring and do crazy stuff, that's where they've got issues. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't, I guess, too shocked. I was a little surprised the 8 didn't throw a little bit more of a Hail Mary than that. I figured at least a tap or at least a roll quick and kind of move him up the track both, but I knew he wasn't going to do it to the point of wrecking the 54 by any means. So I was hopeful of that, honestly. I mean, that was going to be my second best opportunity to try to go past those guys. If they drove both in to where they missed the corner, I could maybe wrap the bottom and get by them. But yeah, it was clean all day, really. I mean, those restarts were pretty clean. You had to race hard, which was actually a blast, but yeah, you couldn't take advantage of somebody kind of being a bonehead tonight.
Sammy, it's a tough break for you tonight up there at the front. You take me through that last restart.
Yeah, it was obviously frustrating not to be able to make it into the Final Four. Felt like I did everything I could the right way to advance, and just wasn't enough.
Take me through your night overall.
It was an okay night. We really struggled the first 2 stages. The toe was knocked in from early contact with somebody I don't even know when, and we fought really tight, but I knew that 3rd stage I really had to get up on the wheel, and I was making a lot of stuff happen, and I just felt like the 54 is a little bit better than us, so it sucks to not make the Final Four and just be so close every time, and we got to be better, so we'll move on to Phoenix.
Important for you to race that finish clean after what happened?
If I wasn't close enough to move him the right way, and if I move him like I did the spring, I'm going to get blackballed and get thrown out of the playoffs anyways, so I'm probably parked. So obviously I didn't want to do it that way anyways, and he was the better car today.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
I'm Caleb Barnes with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.